announced that they're going to give people up to 6 doses of the COVID vaccine. They're trying to mandate that right now in the Netherlands. And so you have people, obviously, that are protesting this in the street, and this is the response to the protesting. Look at him just hit that woman. It's incredible.
Glued on.
Sorry, mate. We've already been in prison for a month for what we're on trial for in here, and we're facing more prison. The UN Special Rapporteur is investigating the British government's treatment of political protesters. He says it's gravely concerning. DLA Piper solicitors made the injunction for what they call National Highways Limited.
But it's also sort of any company that wants to take injunctions. Yeah. Shell is also taking out injunctions.
The injunction says that we're not allowed to protest on any road pretty much in the
any
UK.
Motorway.
Any motorway. There's several injunctions, and between them all, we're not allowed to protest. If we protest, then we can be sentenced twice, seemingly. Deeply unfair and worth saying something.
Did you know that Black Lives Matter was an organization that was founded by a bunch of fat black lesbians who hate God, who hate the family, order of the family, who hate the unborn child, and they admitted, at least one of them, that they're a Marxist group and they've been trained to do what they're doing. Did you know it was founded by some fat black lesbians?
Wow. So, okay. So first of all,
did you know that?
What we're not going to do is insult folks, right?
Well, they claim to be lesbians and they're fat and they're black. Well, I didn't do it.
So.
But did you know that it was founded by them?
I personally know them, right? So we're going to stop that part.
And you knew that before they joined. What made you join, knowing that? Because normally men don't follow women like that. What made you do it?
There are some people that were talking about reparations in this country. They wanted reparations. And I remember I made this particular liberal so angry at me because I told them right to their face, nobody owes you anything for slavery. If you want to tell the truth about it, it is you who owes. It's you who owes. Why do you owe? Because somebody in those fields took stripes for you. Somebody after those fields were ended and slavery was ended, somebody had to walk through Jim Crow for you. Somebody fought wars and died for you. Somebody lived less than because they didn't have what you have, and they did it for you. There are people in their graves right now, and they are there because they were willing to stand up and fight for you. Those folks on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, carrying American flags, take that, Colin Kaepernick, living in a society that he could scarcely acknowledge, something that he has never known, living with a bigotry that none of us can imagine, carrying American flags on that bridge. And when they were hit upside the head with nightsticks and shot with water hoses and knocked to the ground, they got up and picked those flags up and kept marching. And they did it for you. Nobody owes you anything. If anybody owes, it's you, because you've been the benefactor of freedom. You are the one that owes. And what do you owe? You owe it to them to get up off your tail and get to school. And when you get to school, you owe it to them to get up off your tail at school and get to work and get some learning in your head. And once you get that schooling in your head and get out of that school, you owe it to them to get to work. And then when you get to work and you get married, you owe it to them to take care of your children.
You're white, you're privileged, you're Christian. How can you argue these things when you don't understand what, like, an oppressed individual is going through?
Thank you for your question. So white privilege is a myth and a lie and should be completely destroyed. It's rooted in racism. It is a racist idea. The best people in America are not white people. They're Asian Americans and Indian Americans. So why don't they ever talk about Asian American privilege? Asian Americans were widely discriminated against in the 1940s and 50s. We treated them horribly and put them in internment camps. Then through a series of decades of making good choices, they've now become the richest per capita subracial group in America. I never hear about Asian American privilege. Never hear about people getting so upset that all the Asian Americans are getting the PhDs or the degrees or all the good jobs in California, yet they're trying to target white people. Here comes the basis of it. If they're trying to balkanize this country and break us into different subracial groups, that is the definition of racism.
I would feel like I was a part of something bigger than myself. That was a double entendre. Look at me doing stand-up. The conservative men are just pissed that I can beat them in beer pong. And the conservative women are pissed that their kids are calling me mother in all of my Instagram posts.